Hey guys, there are a few things I want to announce, and I figured, well, more people are going to watch a video than write up a text post about it, so we're going to just power on through a few things first. Conventions that are coming up. I'm going to be at Too Many Games. This is kind of last minute, I'm sorry about this one, but Too Many Games in Oaks, Pennsylvania, June 24th through the 26th. I will be there with Doug Walker, James Rolfe, Team 4-Star, and many others. This will be my second year going there, so please come on down. We will have lots of copies of the Atop the Fourth Wall movie and the compilation DVD, so you can buy those if you don't have them already, and of course I'll be there to sign them. I'm also going to be at Anime Midwest again at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare in Rosemont, Illinois on July 8th through 10th. I know The Last Angry Geek is going to be there, and we're going to have another panel where we talk about comics and rant about things we love and hate. And finally, Con Bravo at the end of July, at July 29th through 31st. At the Hamilton Convention Center in Hamilton, Ontario, going back to Canada again. And a crap ton of Channel Awesome people are going to be there. Just go to their website, and of course, more people are announcing that they're going each day. Go there. I'll be doing D20 Live again and other such activities, and I'll have a table where I'll be selling a bunch of crap. Oh, another thing, I've got new badges, new convention badges, like 10 of them, so be excited about those too. Now, second thing we need to talk about. When I did the Kickstarter for the Atop the Fourth Wall, Indiegogo for the Atop the Fourth Wall movie, one of the rewards was a signed cast photo, and it looked like this. And, see, everyone signed and all that. Turns out I ordered more of them than we actually needed, because, overcompensate for just in case, like some of them end up damaged or something like that. So I actually have an extra 100 just sitting around waiting for, me to do something with them. And I figured I kind of need money right now, so I've got the 100 of them lying around. There's going to be a button below this video on my website, which you can just click on and pay for. It is $15. I must place a restriction on it, though. No international orders. I'm sorry, but international orders just cost so much more money. And of course, it takes longer to arrive, so I'm very sorry. $15, United States only. I'm very sorry about that. Yeah. But of course, there are other things that can be done for you international people. I'm very sorry. We'll figure something else out in the future, but for now, this is just for United States people. 100 of these. Once we run out of order. Actually, tell you what. Here's how this is going to work. 1 week from today, you have 1 week from today to order those. If you do not order them, the button will be removed. And, well, I'll just bring them to conventions and sell them there. The $15 will cover the shipping cost as well. So, there you go. It's technically $10 with $5 to cover shipping to various locations because shipping changes all the damn time. But there you go. So, another example. Here's what it looks like. Well, most of them is what it looks like. Brad Jones and Lupa tended to sometimes draw Tequila and Benetti up here at the top sometimes. So those are the super special limited edition ones that will be handed out at random. So, but now the main thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I have the opportunity now, and I figure I've been meaning to do this for a while. Here's the thing. I have gotten a lot of stuff in my P.O. box, and that's just one pile. This is another pile right here. You can hear stuff, kind of moving around. Just a crap ton of stuff got sent in, and usually when I get, stuff in my P.O. box, I just open it, and that's the end of it. I open it, look at it, you'll read a note if there's a note, and that's the end of it. But because the 400th episode took up so much of my time, and I've been working on Long Box and all that fun stuff, a lot of this is piled up. So, what the hell? We're going to try to start a new video series. I don't know if this will be an ongoing thing, but here's what we're going to do today. Team 4-Star has had a lot of success with their Fan Mail Fridays. This will not be a scheduled regular thing just because I don't get as much on a regular basis as, say, they do. It owes to the fact that they have, they're up here and I'm, down on the floor. So, yeah, I'm gonna let the P.O. box kind of pile up for a bit and then do a video where I open them up for you and you can take a look and see what I've gotten. Some of this stuff will end up being future reviews, some of this stuff will not be. And I don't know if you guys want me to read letters or not on screen, especially because sometimes the letters are really long and sometimes they might be personal. So at the very least, I'll try to say who gave me something, if there's a return address or anything like that. So let's get started and see what we can do. I've had this box cutter since I was, back when I first started working as a stock boy at a furniture store. And actually, we're going to start with this one because it was already opened. I wasn't sure if it's just a note. This is for this actually does come with a comic. It's a tiny little comic called Hydrators, which is a very tiny, tiny mini comic. It's like 6 pages, but already it looks like it has much more substance than the Beast Wars comic. And this comes from Gregory J. I don't know if that's Ajayan. I'm not going to show you guys because, address is on there and stuff. But it also came with a note. Glance over this real quick, see if it's... Dear Louis A.K. Linkara, here's a donation for your next segment of Comic Book Quickies. Oh, thank you very much, Greg. So, Hydrators. That will be interesting. It's actually a Marvel thing. Kids water. This, should work really well with a Comic Book Quickies episode. So, toss that right there. Toss this right here. By the way, I keep all notes sent to me. I have a storage bin where I keep all those because someday I'm going to be old and gray and I'm going to have all this fan mail just piled up. Right now, it doesn't actually fill up the thing, but I do get fan mail all the time because, pieces of paper over time. But I'm going to keep these. I'm going to read these when I'm old and be like, I don't even remember what the hell this was. There you go. Alrighty. Next one. We're going to go through this pile first just because this seems like a regular stuff. We're going to try to save something that's more unusual for the very end. David Stenger. Yeah, this one. If it can be opened normally. Oh, it's a trade. It is Dream Keepers. You can take a look at that. It's got cats on the front. And there is a note. Dear Lewis, thank you for making Atop the Fourth Wall such an entertaining show that has not been only great to tune in for comic mayhem, but learning a lot about comic history and the different parts of how comics are made. I have enclosed Dream Keepers Volume 1 to add to your records. Hopefully one day I can grab that spot on Patreon so you can take a look at it. Well, good luck, David. Keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing. I hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you very much, David, and thank you for this. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a good comic or a bad comic, but I'll try to flip through this later and, take a look. Thank you very much. I'll make a pile of garbage over here, too. Not the comic garbage, I mean the physical garbage. Yeah. I made a note to point out the knife. I haven't needed it yet. Alright, what do we got here? We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Looks like a trade of the original stuff, although Carlson, Vasco, DePoy, Larson. This is an introduction. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trade paperback, issues 1 to 5, first printing. Yeah, it looks like this is a collection of the first 5 Ninja Turtles. Let's see if there's a note here. Oh, there is a note. This is a really long one. So, yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing here, but I will tell you it is from Alan Oley. Anyway, long version. I bought the Image TMNT years ago. Oh, this is the Image comics. Ninja Turtles. Image actually had a run of Ninja Turtle stuff for a bit. I mentioned 90 Kids' favorite version. Gnomacy killing an obvious Wolverine stand-in. I realize you have lots of comments. I will read this, privately later when I have more time. Well, after this, I mean. So, thank you very much, Alan. And, Image Comics TMNT, that might be good for a review later. This one is going to need the handy-dandy box cutter. The fact that I've had this box cutter for so long is amazing to me. I actually lost it a few weeks ago and couldn't find it at all. Finally found it again. Was so happy. Oh, and we have My Little Pony comics. Believe it or not, a lot of people have sent me a lot of My Little Pony comics already. I don't think I have this one already, especially because it is an annual issue. It's printed in prestige format. Looks like the ponies are dressed as superheroes. Just FYI, most of the pony stuff, I'm keeping it, of course, but I'm giving most of it to Vega because she's the pony fan. Plus, I have a plan for a gag later. You'll see. And like I said, there's going to be a pony thing coming up in a few weeks. This was ordered directly from IDW, so it does not have a name on it. but whoever donated it, thank you very much. All right, this one's gonna be trickier because it's all glued down, but I think I can, rip it open. There we go. Oh, there's a note. Oh, it's a shipping receipt from Annadale Comics. This is a huge one. Electromagnate, the Book of Rebel Nations. I'm going to read this to you. It doesn't say who sent it, who ordered it, so I'm sorry whoever sent it, but let's... A dark cabal has usurped the designs of Nikola Tesla's and built a global relay grid of electromagnetic towers. The structured data streams of this new matrix are as ubiquitous as oxygen. Before the conspirators can make everyone's reliance on the data they control as vital as the biological need for oxygen, a final piece is needed. The relay circuit must be closed for the illusions of the data blanket to be complete. I'm sure there's something else about multimodal reflection sorting. Also, there's one last thing about this one, which is, I'm not sure if this is good, if this is bad, if it's just like a sampler or something like that, but I love the endorsement quote on it, because it's the kind of thing I would put on one of my DVDs. This book is good. By Anonymous. There is no stronger endorsement of that, so I'll try to flip through that a bit later. You got a tiny one on this side now. And this one, I think is international. Yeah, by Royal Mail. Does not have a return address I can see. So, yeah, international. I can't make out the signature. R. Farewell? I'm not sure. Try to open that. Oh, there is a note. Longer one, handwritten. The handwritten notes, just the fact that you guys took so much time to read, to write out a handwritten note, that's just, it touches me. It touches me that any of these donations come in, just simply because you took time out of your lives to do this, and, send stuff my way, and hopefully, maybe this will end up on the show, maybe it won't, but now it's going to end up on video at the very least. This is Commando for Action and Adventures. Right? Wrong. Desert Rats. 3 of the best Desert War Commando comic book adventures. That looks like stuff from the 40s, maybe 30s. Following the first successful wave of Carlton's new pocket format Commando compilations comes a second with just as much action and daring do. From canny tactics inspired by ancient writings and fighting Nazis and nomadic tribes in remote oases. Nomadic tribe, that doesn't sound like a happy thing, but... There you go, and this is another long one, unfortunately, because it's, and it's like both sides here, too. There's even email address. So, trying to find, this is from a Robert Truswell, so thank you very much, Robert. They even drew a little, picture there of an army officer. It says, greetings from the front line, so I don't know if they're actually like a soldier or something. Just quickly through things here. Sure you know little or nothing about Commando Comics. Commando for Action Adventure is a British comic book magazine. Supply of this letter is volume 3 of Commando's comics. If you are curious as to what you may think of these comics, you can read them at your leisure, perhaps even review them on your show. Maybe I will. I haven't really done a bunch of digest-sized stuff, and, it looks like it might feature racist things, so that makes for good, making fun of. They're also in black and white and drawn in a quality that is significantly lower than the standards of, say, Marvel and DC. I don't know. I mean, for the time, these look kind of realistic, for the artwork. It's not, the thing is, it's important to remember that, artistic styles are different, especially with the times. But, it looks like it's pretty decent. I don't know if there's anything else. Research this stuff, the comic mentions, only if you feel you need to. I doubt most of your fans are WW2 history enthusiasts like me. Well, thank you very much, Robert. Maybe I'll review this, maybe I won't, but it looks like it's very unique and interesting, so thank you very much, and thank you for the donation. I'll read this more a bit later. And clear out the garbage there. And let's move on to our next one over here. This is going to be it says, please do not bend in the back. Open that up there. And this is from Michael J. McMahon. Which might be the eBay order, because this looks like this was ordered, but we'll soon see. This is a bunch of oh god, I hate this packaging. I hate it when they package them like this. Basically, they've wrapped the entire thing in cardboard, and the comic itself is suspended inside, usually taped up. Fortunately, that was easy to get out. I've seen much worse. Aha! It's Punisher Marvel Knight stuff on this one. I'm assuming the same on this side. We'll soon find out in a moment. The Marvel Knights Punisher stuff. Basically, he was an avenging angel for a brief bit, and then they realized what a horrible mistake that was. And then they brought him back. With Tom Pear as the writing. Violent content. It's number 8 and 9. There is no other note. So, Michael, or whoever sent these to me, thank you very much. It's surprising how much Punisher comics I've actually reviewed on the show, considering I'm not really a big fan of the character. I mean, I don't hate him, but the biggest thing about the Punisher is his look, which is always cool and interesting. But yeah, we've actually reviewed quite a bit of Punisher material. I only realized that recently as I was uploading some of the older ones to YouTube. So, next here, this is from Drew Bizocco, unless this is another one that was ordered off eBay or something, but we'll soon see. That was terrible. Weird plastic. There's an envelope inside of it, and yet they felt the need to wrap plastic around it. I don't get that. Do not bend, of course. And yeah, let's look at this. There's another. It's frickin' Inception right here. Wonder when Inception jokes are gonna run the course of time. People will stop making them. Although they always have that nice thing right there. Okay. This I think is the thing I hate. Just a pain in the ass to get these things out. To quote Lano Malari, you have to be a magician to unwrap this. I've been watching Babylon 5 while I edit lately. Aha! Energy and safety adventures with the DC superheroes. This is a PSA Hell one right here, based off of those energy and safety comics by that company. I can't remember their name, like that New York energy-based company. So, another one of these. This one looks like it's done in the... Con Edison, that's it. And it's done in the style of the DC animated series. So, this should be fun and should make for a good episode down the line, especially for PSA Hell, because, PSA Hell, we love that. Yeah, I like that episode, how that turned out. It wasn't the best, but it was cool. This is one from Pee Wee Comics. We'll see if someone sends this, there's actually a note or something aside. What I found is a lot of people will order them from the comic stores directly and just have them shipped to the P.O. box. So, yeah, that's fine. It's just, I can't thank you on screen. Okay, this is one. They have cardboard inside of them, and then they tape the comics to the cardboard. At least, not the actual comic pages. They do it to the bagging board, but it's just such an additional pain in the ass to get through. Don't do that. It's just terrible. I know you're just trying to keep it from getting bent or anything like that, but it just creates a needless problem, and with the tape on it, it already ruins the bagging board, so I have to replace that anyway. And I can't tell what it is because there's a bag board on either side. Oh, Whiteout, the comic. Thank God, I've always wanted this one. Like packaging and packaging and packaging. Here we go. Aha! Another energy and safety one. This one with Teen Titans. I haven't actually done anything with the actual Teen Titans animated series, so that looks like that could be fun. 2 exciting Archie comics inside, plus fun activities with the Splice Girls. Splice Girls. If you want to be my power. Thank you, whoever sent that. I am grateful, and these should make for good future episodes. All right, next up. From Terry R. Hackney. By the way, since there's another eBay thing at the top, this could just be the person who they ordered it from, but that's all right. Like I said, this happens. Gotta get with my outlet. See, with Splice, does that mean it's like that genetic engineering horror movie? Yep, another one of these. Yeah, slightly better though. Oh, here we go. Image. It had to happen. I get random Image comics all the damn time. And this one, it looks like it's a pack of a few comics. I'm assuming it's multiple issues of this. I'll open it real quick. Berserkers. Just that beautiful, beautiful, sausagey thighs there, and very tiny midsection. Oh, early Image comics, we love you. How the hell did Image turn itself around, guys? Berserkers, and surprise, Berserkers with scantily clad women too, because we need the full gamut of problems with early Image comics. 3 issues, probably a miniseries. Probably will look at it because I am doomed to forever review every Image comic ever, early Image comic anyway. When was the exact time when Image turned itself around and stopped being awful? The Collector Zone. So this is another eBay order. Anyway, thank you whoever sent me Berserkers. Because, we can never get enough of those interchangeable ones. Now, this is a very personal message that was sent to me, and I really feel the need. I need to read this out to you. Hi, we hope that your package arrived safely and that you are happy with your purchase. We know how important getting it right means. Sometimes issues arise. If you have any problems with your purchase, please contact us. We will make it right. We want you to remain a loyal customer. If you are happy with your purchase, great. We would really appreciate you leaving us some 5-star positive feedback. What you think of us tells others what kind of service we provide. Thanks, JP. It's messages like that, get it, you're right here. It makes this job worth it. Whoever ordered this for me, leave them a 5-star rating. It's vitally important that how important that is. How much would be? Okay, now this one is okay. It is bag and boarded. I'm not. Okay, it's an Alan Moore book. Awesome Adventures, and I'll give it this. It's kind of a unique superheroine look. It's scantily clad, but but I like the color scheme of it. So this should be interesting. I don't think I've ever actually reviewed any Alan Moore stuff on the show. I should really do that. And this does not look like an Image comic. It doesn't seem to have any company. It might be Image, although it looks like it's shaped kind of like an exclamation point. Alan Moore's had I think a few companies. I will open it really quick just to see if there is a book. Okay. Well, I understand now. Awesome is the name of the title. Is the name of the company, because also on the back, awesome. Rob Liefeld. I don't know which side. Yeah, Rob Liefeld. After Rob Liefeld was fired from Image Comics, he started his own company. Well, actually, it might have been during when he formed it for non-Image project books. Awesome Comics. Yeah. So this is one of Alan Moore's projects when he worked with Rob Liefeld. So that should be interesting. Thank you to whoever sent that to me. All right. This one is from Cecilia Dowendakis. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Then again, it's possible this is just another eBay purchase. So either way, let's take a look there. See what we got. No, this one has a shipping order. I think. TCM, Turner Classic Movies Monthly. Here we go. There is a message on the back here. Hi, Lewis. Please let me know if you received this comic by leaving me feedback. Okay, I'm not sure where to leave you feedback, but I received it, unless the person, who bought this for me, Mid-Atlantic Nostalgia. Oh, thank God. It's Mid-Atlantic Nostalgia Convention. This is, this is my favorite comic. Obviously there's something else in here. Yeah, I think this is just another order. And they assumed that since it was shipped to me that, it was there. Leave feedback to whoever, you bought this from and whoever you are. So thank you very much. What do we got here? Hey, we got another Con Edison one, but this one is not Energy Adventures. This is The Power of Green, which, of course, you can tell in this, nothing. Oh my God, there's still more ads in here. Look. Pulp Fest 2016 with Farmer Con 11. Look. Comic sellers, chances are it's probably not gonna be local. Depending on where these get sent to. You don't necessarily know where they're gonna be. But yeah, another Con Edison book with Green Lantern fighting Solomon Grundy, who with the shading on this looks like he has a mustache. All right, this one looks handwritten, so let's give that one a shot and see what we got there. Yeah. This one up here. Oh, damn it. Well, this happens on occasion. I'm very sorry, whoever ordered this. It's another Con Edison one, but in this case, Energy Adventures with the Justice League. I reviewed this one already. It is up. This happens on occasion. It's the problem with having 400 episodes that people just don't realize it. I've had people send me comics that I've already reviewed before, and I'm sorry. I'm assuming that since all these Con Edison books have come in, they're all from the same person. But yeah, I'm sorry. I already reviewed this one. It's, in fact, I'm confused why you're sending me this then, because the only way you would know about these is by seeing the review and whatever. Still, thank you very much. It's always nice to receive it anyway. I'll still put it on the pile. You know, sometimes I use this stuff as props. We're going to save that one for later. This one's, odd shape. Bubble mailer from Stiglitz from Pasadena, Texas. Oh. And then up here, see what we got. Oh, this is different. This is very different. What do we got here? This... well, I'll explain what this is in a moment. This is from a guy named Barry Stiglitz. My name is Barry Stiglitz, and I'm a writer. Why did I mail you a screenplay? Yeah, they sent me a ROM Space Knight screenplay. I had watched your ROM retrospective about a year ago-ish, and something clicked in me. ROM was a property I had seen scattered about as a child, whether it was a loose comic or a ROM toy in the wild. Not to mention the story is about as sci-fi can get. We know that the rights issues are complicated, and this isn't a movie that will be made in this form, and I'm sorry, the Hasbro movie universe doesn't have the legs to support the weight. Yeah, that's probably going to be the case. Movie companies, you're not going to be able to just start a cinematic universe. Admittedly, Hasbro has a bunch of really good properties to make a movie out of, so it could work, but I don't know about that. But I still felt compelled to undertake the story. 6 months and $225 in back issues later, I had a script that I'm damn proud of. It runs the span of the first 15 issues condensed, removing some of the side quests, but staying faithful to the core story. Of course, some things were changed. I think 15 issues might be a bit much, but, I haven't read the thing yet, so obviously I don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure you're busy. Hell, I watch your videos. I know what your output is like. Still, give the first few pages a read and see if you get hooked. You already know what's going to happen, but this feels very much like a Marvel film. As far as the future for this script, honestly not much. I sent it off to my manager as a writing sample, showing what I can do with an adaptation to a prospective client. In the meantime, I have a script in development hell. I'm not going to mention any more of this just in case, it's a private thing, but yeah. I hope you get a measure of enjoyment out of this script. You inspired this little adventure, and I now have a script I can't sell. I'm okay with that, because for 6 months I worked on my ROM story, and there is not a lot of people who can appreciate how awesome that really is. Looking through the fourth wall, Barry Stiglitz. Thank you so much, Barry. This is, wow, I will, of course, try to read through the first few pages. Like you say, I am very busy. But, the fact that you wrote an entire screenplay, it's a long one, too. This is pretty damn cool. And I wish you the best of luck, with your script stuff and stuff you're working on. Because, wow, that is pretty damn impressive. When you get right down to it, the fact that you were able, that you saw the video, you undertook this creative endeavor, this is just damn awesome. And just, I have nothing else to say. Just wow. Thank you ever so much. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sending this my way. I hope you got, that's wow. Thank you. Have a great, I'm speechless. Wow. It's just, what else am I supposed to say to that? I inspired somebody to write a screenplay. I feel like these videos are quickly going to become the Linkara ego fest of every day. This one is another eBay one. Shane Lodi is what it says the sender is, so it's probably a seller on eBay. Wow, ROM. And no, I have not read the IDW ROM yet. I just have been too busy. I wasn't able to get out to Free Comic Book Day to pick up the the 0th issue. I have seen the new ROM. He looks pretty damn cool in a nice modern version of it. Rob Liefeld did a variant cover, and of course, Rob Liefeld's variant cover looks absolutely dreadful. Like, the proportions are all wrong, the lighting is wrong. It's just terrible. You would think Rob Liefeld would get this wrong, but like, how do you get the proportions wrong on a robot? On a robot that already is kind of top-heavy? You make the arms and legs really spindly compared to the torso. It's like he goes out of his way to make the books bad. I don't even get how you do that. Oh, another energy and safety with Superman and friends. So I'm assuming, again, same person. Thank you very much. I'm going to have like the full gamut of these things, just every single one of them. Games and posters inside, too. I'm assuming these are not the Splice Girls down there, but, you know, I think the Splice Girls could certainly use a robot monkey. It worked for Tristan. All right. This one's from Pee-wee Comics. I think I've ordered from them before. I cannot recall. Yeah. So we're probably going to be like more Con Edison, but we will soon see. Get out of there. So much cardboard. Such a waste, too. I mean, you know, you could just send this off in an envelope. I have a very simple envelope I'm going to be sending these things off in. You know, you can just send the comic in there. Sure, I'm sure you're worried about, like, you know, risking damage to them, but honestly, the cardboard ones I sent out, if you were one of the Indiegogo backers, you know which kind I sent out the prints and the posters and cast photos with. You don't need anything too elaborate, as long as you just say do not bend or anything like that. But what do I know? All right. See what we got here. This one's another blank one that you have to open up. It's like Christmas, but you know everything is going to be similar. All right, another energy and safety adventures. Adventures with the DC superheroes. Energy, safety, and efficiency. Another DCAU one. But what interests me is that they actually have Nightwing on there in one of his best outfits, I think. I love the DCAU Nightwing with the bird motif, which just surprises me because when you get right down to it, the comics version is just a big V. Why is that? I mean, it looks good. I like his comic outfit, but why the hell is his outfit just a big V? And, you know, maybe sometimes like a little stylized claws or something coming out there and coming down his arms. But, you know, the DCAU one actually made like the bird thing, and the bird thing looks good. Admittedly, I think he stole that from Teen Titans Golden Eagle, but no one cares about Golden Eagle. So, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's another one, so thank you very much for that. Like every single one of these remaining. I mean, how far does this rabbit hole go? But not in this one, because this is a comic book. It is a Britain one from Joris Better, I'm not sure. Oh, wait, this is not English, this is German. I actually have a small German fan base that I'm very proud of, and it amazes me that like people in Germany watch my videos. I hope you enjoy them. I hope you can understand them. I mean, maybe just like seeing some guy on a futon ranting and raving. Well, it's not energy, safety, and adventures. What is this? Yeah, this was bound to happen eventually. Asterix and the Falling Sky. I do not recall if this is the one that people say is really awful. I've never read any Asterix. I have no, basis for what the hell is good or bad. The Gauls have only one fear, that the sky may fall on their heads tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes, says Chief Vital Statistics. Or does it? It looks as if it's come at last for Asterix, Obelix, and the other villagers. Obelix the Tormentor. No, he's an obelisk. Hey, Obelix is working with the obelisk. Assuming that's Obelix. I don't know. I've never read this. And some surprising new characters fall along with the sky. Our friends soon find themselves in the middle of a space race. So, if this is bad, then maybe I will actually review it. I have no basis for comparison. But, it looks like it might be fun. So if it's good, great. If it's bad, maybe I'll finally review it. I know a long time ago I had, the problem with European comics, especially with that, I have no context. And the things that people described to me as what was bad about them, I was like, really? Because, I've seen a lot worse. I mean, you've seen a lot worse on this show. You've seen some of the crap I've had to review. All right. I'm guessing this one is another energy and safety, because this one comes from Paul Heffel. And thank you for the Asterix comment, by the way. I'm assuming, yes, it's another eBay one, so Place your bets now. Is it going to be more energy and safety with the Justice League? Or is it going to be something different? No! Well, it is not energy and safety. It is New Teen Titans Anti-Drug Comics. Which I think I've done this first one in the back here. And yeah, I have not done more of those. I really should. There are 2 more of the Teen Titans Anti-Drug Comics. So whoever sent those to me, thank you very much. I think I have copies already because other fans have sent them to me, but now you know out there not to send any more copies. Again, it happens. People send this stuff all the time. I have bookshelves full of comics that are for potential reviews, and I don't even know what the hell. I have piles over there that I haven't cleaned up yet, and now I'm making a bigger mess with all this garbage. And yes, it still goes. There's still like at least another half dozen packages. So we're getting through it, but you know, it's getting there. All right, there's no return address. There's a USPS tracking number. My name in big letters there, so let's see what we got here. Well, by the way, there's also another package over there I forgot to bring over. This is a big stack of comics. Most of the time when people send me comics, it's actually usually in big stacks, and this one actually has a frickin' novel. But it's a novel with an explanation. This is a big breakdown of everything that was sent to me. Let's read the beginning part here for you all. Dear Lewis, I just want to say that your show is great. I started out being a casual viewer when you first began, but by the time you first got your own theme song, well, I've been watching ever since. I was actually lucky enough to meet you when you went to Power Morphicon, but I'm sure there must have been dozens of people who talked to you at that thing, as I'm sure there are any conventions you get to go to. Yeah, I went to Power Morphicon in 2010 as a half invite from the con staff. Basically, they said you can pay for your own airfare or pay for your hotel. I can't remember which one it was, and I did that, and I don't usually do that because I'm not made of money, and Power Morphicon, does not regularly invite me because I'm not a Power Ranger. If they're going to spend money on somebody, bring the cast members or the crew members. I'm not that important. But yeah, that's why I haven't gone to any future Power Morphicons. It's just I can't afford to go to. But I'd love to go to more in the future, if that happens. But I don't remember you in particular, but thank you ever so much, and I hope you had a good time there. Let's see, I almost didn't even get a chance to ask you my questions because when I saw you walk by, I was so nervous. I briefly turned into Jim Carrey from Batman Forever. Oh my God, it's him! I am a winner. I am a winner. I am a winner. I am a winner. I love that movie. And you know what? So do I. Batman Forever is a bizarre film, if only because it kind of toes the line between the campiness of Batman and Robin and the darkness of the previous films. It's kind of a weird mishmash, but I think it kind of works. It's not a good movie, but it is a very quotable movie and a very enjoyable movie, I will say that. Anyway, as an avid comic book reader and collector as well, I came across these books that, suffice it to say, would certainly be right at home on your show. I have included descriptions below that explain the gist of why I think they should be reviewed. I realize that you no doubt have a very long list of things you will certainly be reviewing first. True, but, I tend to rearrange the schedule. I'm usually 6 months in advance with my schedule, but I do change stuff around based on, Patreon or slots or things that come up that I want to read instead. I realize I don't have a very long list of things you will be reading first, so I definitely won't be holding my breath in the hopes that at least one of these could pop up on your show. Still, that would be awesome if they did, and if there were to happen, well, could you by any chance include my name in the credits for the episodes? It's Mitchell Martinez, by the way. Thank you, Mitchell, but as a regular thing, I do not include the names just because these things can sit in the binders for years and years and years, and I don't keep track of who sends me stuff, so I'm very sorry, but now you know I got your letter, I got your stuff. They'll probably end up, and especially because I'm going to read through them real quick. I'm not going to read the descriptions of all of them of why you think they should be reviewed, but we got us a bunch here, so let's read here. Batman Beyond Universe, number 13, with the Return of the Phantasm, and 14, both involving Phantasm from the animated series, so that should be interesting. Oh, dear Lord. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, me. Yeah, the Silver Age was a very odd time. When these actually went into the Bronze Age, I mentioned Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane, in the latest episode, Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man. So here's Lois turning into a centaur. What's sad is this is not the last time this would happen. There's actually an Elseworld story where that happens, too, that I've been meaning to review for a while now. All right. You know, people, I talk all the time about how much I hate comics you have to turn on their side. Well, here's an entire comic where you have to do that. Wonder Man, featuring the dramatic debut of the Crazy Eight. Similar to the crimes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boo, 0 out of 10. Stormwatch. Stormwatch is one of those books that I, if I recall correctly, eventually evolved into a thing with DC. I think it's a Wildstorm thing. I do not know off the top of my head. Maybe I'm thinking of a different Stormwatch. I probably am. I've never really read it. Nightman, which I'm assuming is based off of the TV series. So, there you go. Nightman had a single episode crossover with Manimal. Brad Jones did a video about it years and years ago. And finally, looks like a Silver Age or Bronze Age Wonder Woman comic, where she fights Cheetor. Extra, all new action with the Huntress. So the original Bronze Age Huntress before Crisis of Infinite Earths erased her, and then she was kind of brought back. Helena Bertinelli. The Helena Wayne, actually. Huntress used to be Batman's daughter from the Golden Age. It's comic books are complicated. But there you go. Thank you so much, Mitchell. I will read through your explanations why later, but thank you ever so much for this. And I'm sure at least something on there is going to end up on the show. Probably Lois Lane turning into a centaur, just because it's been a while since we've had some nice goofy Silver Age, goofiness outside of Secret Origins month. So, what we got here for this next one? Alrighty, is there a note, or is this a shipping? Yep, this is another shipping thing from Ultimate Comics. Whoever sent this to me, thank you very much. And there's also, feast your eyes on these issue 1 and 2 variants of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic. I've only read like the first issue of the new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic, unfortunately, so I have not read the Pink Ranger miniseries either. I intend to read them, though, because what I did read was really damn good. And this is Youngblood Strike File. Youngblood never ends. There's like 120 of these split up across various miniseries. Why does this book continue to exist? And like, what is happening here with Chapel? Look at the first explosive issue as like his jaw unhinges and his shoulders expand out, and then this one he looks like some kind of weird monster. I know Chapel is supposed to be like dead or something, but I did like that Blood Pack or Blood Strike or Blood or whatever the hell it was called I reviewed with like the blood on the cover. That narrows it down. You know what I mean? Just like, what? Why did this keep coming? Thank you so much, whoever sent this to me, but for the love of God, let Youngblood stop. Make it stop. Is there anything else from the Mitchell Martinez one? I think, garbage. Okay. Another one that was ordered for me off of eBay. So whoever sent this, thank you very much. See what we got here. Another wrapped up in cardboard. The fact that I've been able to talk about this for like 40 minutes is amazing to me. All right. Yet another Energy and Safety with the Justice League. We thought we were done with them. Although in this case, it is not the Justice League. Let's see if I can get, You see the problem with this tape thing? It's garbage. It's a terrible, terrible idea. This is Energy and Safety Adventures with Green Lantern and Friends. Do you think Spider-Man and his amazing friends, do you think that I think it was Firestar and Iceman, do you think they ever complained about being the friends, kind of like how on Gilligan's Island it was and the rest? So we got Green Lantern and Friends, and also Albert Einstein down there, with 3 exciting Justice League stories, activity pages, and a poster inside. And the Green Team, I'm presuming, Go Green, with a robot monkey. Thank you very much. All right, what's next here? Wanted Comics. This is a bigger one, so unless this is like multiple Energy and Safety comics, I think we should, have something interesting here. Let's not discount that possibility. It's kind of wrapped up. There'll be like several layers of cardboard, isn't there? That actually might be true. Oh, wait. There are multiple comics in there. They're all, of course, taped up, so it's hard for me to get through there. Criminy. Alrighty. Here we go. They taped it to the thing. They did it again. It's the worst. Why would you do that? You ruin the thing. You know, don't you love how descriptive I am? Ruin the thing. All right. Oh, and of course, a double whammy. Blank back. Let's get in there. All right. Can we actually learn what this is, or is it gonna be like a bunch of fake comics in there too? Alrighty. So what have we got? Oh dear. I think I've referenced this on the show, but Spider-Man Reign. I think I've actually got a trade of it somewhere. I do not know for certain if I do or not, so thank you whoever sent this to me. Here's what's... I need to do a review of Spider-Man Reign. Here's what Spider-Man Reign is. It's The Dark Knight Strikes Again, but Spider-Man. That's it. I'm not even kidding. It's pretty much the exact same story, with the added benefit with Spider-Man explaining that he killed Mary Jane because his bodily fluids contain radioactivity. So when the two, yeah, you can take that knowledge with you because that was such a necessary thing for The Dark Knight Returns, but with Spider-Man. Thank you so much for this, whoever sent it. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to review this thing eventually. Ugh. I'm not even sure why they made Spider-Man Reign. There's no reason for it to exist, except, you know, someone wanted to do Dark Knight Returns, but with Spider-Man. But, you know, it might be good for a review. Especially because you have the interesting time of J. Jonah Jameson actually admitting he was wrong about Peter and wanting, you know, and trying to get him to, you know, become Spider-Man again. Even though he's like an old man. And so it's actually kind of weird seeing the old flimsy guy running around as like Gollum. Taped to the cardboard again. Who is this from? Another eBay one. Cyberspace Comics again. Cyberspace is big. I'm assuming they did this because they needed to get the whole package of it together, because looking at the back, it's the first issue and the fourth issue. It's all 4 issues of 22 Brides. There's a book I haven't come back to. Wait a second. Event issue. Was this all? I always thought the 22 Brides was an Image comic. This is Event Comics. This might be... I thought this was Image. You know, it doesn't really change the fact that it's still garbage. But yeah. You know, I should get back to 22 Brides. You know, because, you know, that's another early days episode that I haven't really gone back to. And I can barely remember it. I remember writing it right before I was supposed to go off on a trip. I think right before I went off to film the Alone in the Dark review with Spoonie and Doug. I remember writing that. I was in my parents' living room the night before watching the episode with them. Like, oh geez, there's like a little kid finding two little kids finding a dead body there. That's pleasant. 22 Brides, we should get back to that. All right, almost done here. This is a thick one, we'll save that one. We'll do this next. Almost done, people. And soon your long national nightmare will be over with, and you can get on with your lives and realize, love of God, Linkara, don't do this again. We don't want to see more Con Edison books show up. How much can we take? Why do you do this to us? Why? It's so boring. I could just close the video, but no. It's like a train wreck. You just gotta watch it. This horrible video idea you have where you just open up comics and see what people sent you that will probably take years for you to review. And I say to you, I don't care. I needed some extra ad revenue. So, what do we got here? Aha! Oh. Huh? Ah. Oh, dear. Well, I'm glad I opened this. I changed the order and opened this up next because... Check it out. Ash and 22 Brides. I don't know. This is obviously some other character named Ash and not like Ash from Evil Dead. We wish. Because, you know, Bruce Campbell and everything. But, yeah, apparently 22 Brides existed long enough to have at least a 2-issue miniseries crossover with Ash, whatever the hell that is. It's this guy right here. I'm not sure what his deal is, but he apparently feels like, you know, hitting things with his crotch a la Die Hard. Oh, dear. Thank you, whoever sent those to me. That should be fun. All right, this is a nice thicker one. So this should be several things here. We're almost done. We got this, we got the tiny one, and then we got the bigger package over there that I gotta bring over. There'll probably be a jump cut there. All right. This is heavily contained. I'm not sure what the hell necessitated all this levels of security. And of course, this is packaged in a... Oh, goody. There's packing peanuts. I look forward to cleaning those up for the rest of my life. Criminy. They taped down the little slots they had to put these into. And of course, frickin' packing peanuts everywhere. What were they thinking? Oh, dear. You know, I show this at the beginning of the thing. Thank you for sending this, but, okay, it's a different cover at the very least. Batman Odyssey. Yeah, that's a book that I'm gonna review eventually. It's kind of weird. A lot of people actually defended it as of late, but no, the dialogue, the plot points, the way Bruce is talking to us throughout this thing, Batman Odyssey is garbage. It's insanely awesome, funny garbage, but it's garbage, and I will review it eventually. You know, the artwork's still nice because it's still Neil Adams, but I think something happened to Neil Adams because he's kind of gone cuckoo, at least in this book. Mind you, you can just see on the back some of the facial expressions are kind of weird. I don't think Neil Adams knows how blinking works. So, Batman Odyssey, this will get a review soon. Well, not soon, but eventually, because, you know, we've ran out of All-Star Batman and Robin, so we gotta review something. All right, this is a tiny one, which means it could be a DVD. It's from Dylan Denter. Could be, I don't think it's an eBay one, but United States postage. Let's see here. It might be a DVD, might be a manga, might be something like that because it's unusually shaped. Oh, wait a second. Oh! Well, I'll show you this in a moment. I'm gonna see if there's a note or something in there. First of all, there is a, not necessarily a manga, but it's something from Oni Press. It is Shark Knife. Knife Shark! Stage 2, stage 1st, Shark Knife. Okay, you got my attention. I'm gonna look at this later. But the other thing that was included in it, thank you ever so much for sending this to me, because this is just damn awesome. Blue Beetle shirt. Isn't that cool? That is so nice. Thank you, Dylan, or whoever sent this to me, assuming it wasn't like an eBay order or something. Thank you so much. It does look a little dirty. I'm going to wash this. You know, no offense or anything like that. But, yeah, that should be really damn cool. Thank you ever so much. Let me grab the final package. That's a big box full of crap. I lied. There were two. So, smaller one and then big package. Let's just get this through with real quick. It's knowing my luck. Another 22 brides. Another energy and safety. Or not, because there's actually a note. There's actually notes in here. What the hell is this? Huh. Well, there's a note here, so I will read this to you guys. Dear Linkara Lewis, my name is Juan F. Soto. I have been watching your videos on YouTube about bad comics. Well, in the 80s and 90s, I tried to become a comic book artist and writer. I even knew Rob Liefeld before he started working at DC. I always thought I was going to get a job in comics before he did. Never happened. Well, I think you're still the real winner in all this, Juan. Anyway, the reason for this letter is because one of the things I did in 1992 was my own story with my own artwork. It includes our copies of the full story. Looks like this right here. Also encloses one copy of the comic book where it got published, which is in a mangazine. Flip through that real quick, see if I can recognize it. Looks like it's a fanzine. Fanzine, I don't know the correct pronunciation. City Hunter episode guide. Oh, here we go. I think this is in the back here. Yeah! Check it out. Original artwork. Or at least a printed version of the artwork and printed one. So you know what? You know, you still got printed somewhere. That's still something pretty damn impressive, I say. The editor cut the story in parts and changed the order of how I told it. It it run into a mess. I think it's just turn into a mess, typo, it happens. The idea was to have a simple origin story. In fact, I don't love origin stories that much, to present the characters and have an idea of what kind of stories I could come up with. The name of the character is Tania, not Tanya. He specifically says not Tanya. I created her around 1987. Her looks come from a music video Madonna did for the song Who Is That Girl? I am a fan of Batman and Captain Harlock. I know who Captain Harlock is. And I wanted her to be like the daughter of one of the characters from Harlock. I created a full universe for her. You can get an idea when you read the epilogue. I'm going to scroll through this real quick. I found him in the publications. A lot of help. He owes a lot to a guy named Christopher Howard, another wannabe comic writer. I got help from Susan Doran, a professional letterer. The only place I found to get the story published was Antarctic Press's Mangazine. Yeah, the Antarctic Press. The editor, Herb Mallet, asked me to change my story. It was told in a flashback. The reason for the change was because the story was going to be published in parts. The bad news was that he didn't place the pages in order of events. In the last issue, we had to use the editor's page to apologize. Well, I'm sorry that happened to you, but you know what? In this day and age, if you ever wanted to go back to this and, print it up, I say go for it. Because in this day and age, anyone can put out their material out there and, find an audience. And still the fact that you got it published, even Antarctic Press, is still pretty damn cool. I think it's something you should be proud of. And you know what? In the end, you were not Rob Liefeld. So I think that's pretty damn cool. But thank you so much for this. I still got the bigger package right here. But thank you so much for this. I hope you're doing well. Thank you again for this. I'm probably not going to review it because, passion project and all that. I don't like to, I'm sure the story itself is fine. It's just it was arranged in the wrong order or something like that. But thank you, Juan. And thank you for, the artwork because, this is pretty damn cool too. Seeing it all printed out like this. Thank you again. Put this over here. And now, finally, this beast. Ugh. I'm always afraid of things like this, and this is from Benjamin Hayden. I'm always afraid of things like this because it always feels like people are just trying to dump their entire comic book collections on me. That's why, for the longest time, I didn't get a P.O. box, because I was fearing that people would just okay, I need to get rid of a bunch of garbage, I'll just send it out to this guy instead of throwing it out or something, which, in the end is not really that big of a deal, it's an unfounded fear considering they have to pay money to do that instead of just tossing it in the trash. But, oh dear, this is packing peanuts, more packing peanuts, and a letter, and a bunch of comics. Okay. Dear Lewis, I am a big fan of your web series, Atop the Fourth Wall, and I wanted to donate the following comics that I think would be great for you to use in your show because of how weird and sometimes very stupid they are. There's a long list of things here, but we will go through them one by one, and hopefully not get any more things everywhere. Let's skip to the last page here. I hope you like the comics I sent you, and that you can make some good use of them for your show. Well, hopefully I will. So let's take a look at these, and, with garbage like this, you don't need to protect them in packing peanuts. Maybe it was cheaper that way. Oh, dear. Yeah. They're in multiple piles here. There we go. Get the box out of the way just so I don't spill these things everywhere. This should be interesting. Oh my, this is a huge amount of things here. We're just gonna zip through this as quickly as we can. Alright. So. Good. The individual series have all been packaged together. Tohu Bohu! No idea. From New Breed Comics, it looks like. World Gone Wild. I think this is going to be an attempt at recreating the power of brute force. We will see. Food of the Gods, adapted from the classic novel by H.G. Wells. This is one of Marvel's classic comics where they took actual literary works and, adapted them. What the hell? Looks like... and my phone just went off there. JLA, The Island of Dr. Moreau. I actually think I have a copy of this. I was planning on doing for Longbox, not necessarily this year, but during a year, plus a CD or DVD, which includes Twisted Metal, the comic. I will set that one down gently so I don't crush it. But yeah, JLA, The Island of Dr. Moreau. Oh. Captain Confederacy. Yeah. The Olympians. Looks like it's prestige formats. There we go. Right there. The Last American. The Last American likes to wear the American flag a lot. So I'm guessing Bandit Keith. Space Ghost, the comic. I know there was a Space Ghost. I don't actually know very much about Space Ghost. And this other one right here is Space Ghost as well. It looks dramatic and cool. I know that they gave Space Ghost like a satirical show on Cartoon Network. We'll see. I doubt this will be anything like that. Alright, this is the other pile. We'll get through these. Oh dear. There's a lot here. And damn it, more packing peanuts. No. Okay, on one side, Youngblood. On the other side, Doom Force. Which one of these heroes will die? Will anyone care? This is one I probably should review just for name value alone, and I've talked about it before. Batman Holy Terror. And on the other, which is an actual Elseworld story. It's where Batman wakes up in not wakes up, but Batman lives in a dystopian future with a theocratic government, very Christian and all that. I mean, you can see the American flag with a cross on it. And on the other side, Batman Spawn War Devil, which is the other Batman Spawn comic that I hear does not suck, although it is written by Doug Mensch and Chuck Dixon, so we'll see about that. Everyone Hates Fight Man. I don't know what the deal is there, but on the other side, we've got the Deadpool team-up issue where he teams up with US Ace. I'm going to eventually get to that when I finish looking through US 1 stuff. What the hell? I think this is a PSA comic. RD-119, The Miracle in Your Gas Tank. Yeah, this is apparently a gas station PSA, so it looks very old, so that should be kind of fun. All right. The Gwenpool Holiday Special. I've not actually read any of Gwenpool. I hear good things about it. I've obviously read Spider-Gwen. That's a pretty good book, although I stopped reading it because it just I felt like it wasn't really going anywhere, but I was enjoying it. You might enjoy it more. Exo Man of War with teaming up with Iron Man. Exo Man of War is from Valiant. So, yeah, that should be fun, although cover looks strangely like it's CG'd. We'll see about that. Now, this one I have dozens of copies of. Please stop sending me these. Oh. Well, actually, this one has something different. This is Animax. Animax is another thing that people are saying should be the next Brute Force. I have several copies of it. I really need to get around to reviewing it. But what's more interesting is a CD here. Animax, the unpublished Origin issue. Well, that is interesting. We will take a look at that later. The Awesome Slapstick. Slapstick is a character who has actually come back in recent times in Deadpool, Mercenaries for Money. Mercs for Money, I think is what it is. And on the other side, Zen Intergalactic Ninja. I keep thinking I was going to review Zen Intergalactic Ninja. I still haven't. Although I really want to review Mighty Max, which comes from the same Archie Adventure series line. That should be interesting. We'll take a look at that at some point. What the hell? Captain Rochester, which is several issues with Star Trek: The Search for Spock. Your guess is as good as mine. I got to get through this because the camera's battery only has like 8 minutes left. The New Warriors. I'm not sure why this one in particular. Forever Yesterday, Part 1 of 3. I'm assuming this is the entire Forever Yesterday thing. That should be interesting. Oh dear, this one's infamous. This is definitely going to get a review. Captain America. This is back when he was wearing a different costume. Long story there. The Deadliest Snake of All, where you see a guy in a business suit with a kind of a snake-like appearance. That's Ronald Reagan. I'm not kidding. This in this storyline, Ronald Reagan is actually is a lizard person and has been the whole time. Yeah, we're gonna review this at some point. All right, a few more left here. The Amazing Adventures of a Hollow Man. I think I've seen this before, but have never had a copy before, so that should be interesting. Birth of a Hero. Kind of a weird rainbow thing. It kind of looks like how I wanted the Abstract Man to look in Revolution of the Mask, if anyone remembers that. I really need to get back to work on that, on top of everything else I need to do. This is kind of a weirder prestige format magazine. Marvel Holiday Spectacular. You know, I haven't picked out the Christmas books this year, so that should be fun. Although a lot of this, you know, some of these are comic stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's a collection of classic Marvel holiday stuff, so that should be good. And finally, I'm not sure what the hell this is. This will be a weird thing. Maybe there's comics inside of it. Die Hard Game Fan, The Next Generation Video Game Magazine. There's probably comics somewhere in here. You know, much like Johnny Turbo or something like that. Maybe it was a mistake to send this. I don't know, but I'll look through it later. And that is everything. So, that is my entire pile of stuff that's been accumulated over the years. Leave a comment. Let me know if you think that the series should continue. Buy up these while supplies last. Come to the 3 conventions I'm going to. Con Bravo, Too Many Games, Anime Midwest. See me there. I'll sell stuff. I'll do live shows. Watch, enjoy. Hope you enjoyed this little rambling bit, and maybe I'll do more in the future. Thank you, guys. I really am overwhelmed by your support and the fact that I've been doing this for 8 years. Thank you guys so much.